Hello fellow cravers, GD here to bring you this week's episode of The Update, keeping you updated with the top 3 gaming news stories, the top 5 games, new releases, and the game events coming this week. Also, if you want to skip to a certain section of the video, just click on the labelled section to the right. Now it's time for the top 3 news stories of the week, starting with number 3. Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire reimagined versions are set to release on Nintendo 3DS worldwide this November, Nintendo and Pokemon Company International announced this week. Labelled as Pokemon Omega Ruby and Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, each game will be a new adventure that takes place in a spectacular new world, according to a press release from Nintendo and the Pokemon Company International. Pokemon Ruby and Pokemon Sapphire are the third pair of Pokemon titles originally launched in November 2002 on the Game Boy Advance in Japan and arrived in North America in March 2003. Nintendo have sold more than 16 million copies of Ruby and Sapphire globally, making them the Game Boy Advance top-selling game. Dying Light developer Techland's zombie-invested open-world survival game has finally been given a release month. Unfortunately, we're in for a long wait, as it will be released in February 2015, the developer announced this week, just in time for Valentine's Day. The release will come a few months later than originally planned, and the developer took time in an announcement to explain the schedule shift. When we started the development of Dying Light, we were committed to innovation, a press release from the development team reads. We want to give you a freedom of movement unprecedented in open world games. After many improvements and months of hard work, we have now come so close to realizing our initial vision we feel we cannot stop before it is ready. Techland believes that Dying Light's natural movement element will change what you expect from the genre, and we don't want to sacrifice any of its potential by releasing too early. According to the developer, the February 2015 release will also eliminate compromise and trade-offs when it arrives on PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox 360, Xbox One and Windows PC. Nintendo plan to develop and release new game devices to emerging markets beginning next year, the company president Satoru Iwata told Bloomberg in an interview this week. We want to make new things and new thinking rather than cheaper versions of what we currently have, Iwata said. The product and price balance must be made from scratch. Iwata reiterated in an interview that Nintendo won't sell its games on smartphones, saying, "We've had a console business for 30 years. And I don't think we can just transfer that over onto a smartphone model." According to tweets by analyst David Gibson, in attendance at the Nintendo financial results this week, Iwata said that charging $30 to $60 for a game in emerging markets is difficult. Emerging markets need something special to reach mass market, and not just localize existing products that have higher price. Iwata added that Nintendo is studying changes in China. The Chinese government recently lifted the console ban, allowing foreign firms to produce and sell hardware within the established Shanghai Free Trade Zone. Microsoft is teaming up with Chinese entertainment business BizTV to launch the Xbox One in China in September. It will be the first time a console from a foreign company has legally been available for sale in the country since 2000. During Nintendo's brief for the fiscal year, where it posted a 46.4 billion yen operating loss, or $456 million, the company revealed that it will release a line of Skylanders-style NFC action figures and video games for the Wii U and 3DS codename Nintendo Figurine platform. Now it's time for the UK Top 5 Games of the Week. So that's it for the top 5 this week. If you want to see if the game is in the top 20, just click on the link in the details below. Now it's time for the new releases of the week, starting with Kirby Triple Deluxe on the 3DS. And NASCAR 2014 on the PS3, both out on Friday the 16th of May. Now it's time to look at the game events for this week, starting with Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare on the Xbox One on the 12th of May, hosted by Miss Whatsit. And we also have B-Team Creeper on GTA 5 on the 14th of May, hosted by me, GD. That's it for this week. Tune in next week to get updated on gaming news, the UK Top 5, new releases and upcoming game nights for the week with me, GD, right here on The Update.